Welcome to Podcast, the Business of Dentistry podcast, brought to you by Practice Plan. Podcast delivers the best business advice, real-life stories, and practical hints and tips to make your practice a more profitable and sustainable business. And now, here's your host.
Hi, my name is Suki. I'm one of the area managers at Practice Plan. Over the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, I'm just going to talk through the 5 stages of moving away from the NHS to private dentistry. So to start with, stage 1. Stage 1 is all about making an informed decision, I suppose, and whether it's the right decision for you. From my experience speaking to lots of different practices and practice owners, it's a decision that's obviously not taken very lightly because it's a huge decision to make from a business point of view. But you really need to get behind the decision that you do make in terms of why. And some of the reasons may well be that actually you've had enough of NHS dentistry and you just can't see that it's sustainable anymore for you, the business, or your team. So that may be one of the reasons that you do decide to make the move. Another reason may well be purely financial, that the NHS and the clawbacks that you may be experiencing are having a real impact on the business, which can roll on into having an impact on the team. And one of the other reasons that we do come across now and again is actually how practice owners have told us that the stress and anxiety and the difficulty in delivering an NHS contract sort of transcends into their private life, actually, and how that can actually have an impact on their personal well-being, on their health, not just themselves but also the people around them. So it's really understanding why you want to make the move, and we can help you sort of understand that in a little bit more detail when we come to see you. The second stage is a financial understanding of what a move to private dentistry would look like for your business. So one of the things that we do is an income replacement calculator. So we'll have a look at your finances, have a look at what your NHS contract is worth to the business and what you're currently bringing in. And from that, we can then start to look at what the income is that we need to protect. So we've got a great financial tool called the income replacement calculator. We punch a load of figures into that, which includes things like your contract value. It includes like the number of patients that you may have. We can work out from that what the possible conversion rates must need to be to cover the income that you were previously getting from the NHS. And leading on from that, we can have a look at actually what the plan price needs to be too. So it's a really comprehensive look at your business financially and what that looks like moving away from the NHS to private dentistry. Stage 3 is how you decide to inform your patients. A lot of the practices that we work with recently have decided to do that by a mailing. So we will inform all the patients all at the same time to let them know that you're offering a membership plan, for instance, and you're moving away from the NHS. We've got some great letters that have worked incredibly well for other practices, which we will share with you. And that's something that we would always take care of anyway back in our offices in Oswestry. So we work with you really quite closely on that, because that's a really, really important part of this process, is the communication that you have to your patients. And it's really about getting across your feelings and your reasons as to why you feel it's the best course of action for your patients too, and how moving away, as I say, is going to not only help you as a business, but also will have a real impact on your patients too. Stage 4 is about support before the move. So we've got a great field team that will work with you right from the start, looking at the reasons as to why you're wanting to make the move, looking at how we're going to communicate this through to your patients, but also the financial side too as well. But also leading on from that, it's about making sure that everything is in place to make it a successful move. We've got to make sure that the team are all on board and they understand the messaging and they understand what objections they may come across and how to handle those. We make sure they understand in terms of the processes that need to take place and how to monitor a conversion from the NHS too. But primarily it's about making sure that we've got all the team, because it's not just reliant on one person to make a successful move. Everybody in the team needs to be needs to be involved in their own very important way. But that's something that the field team does go through in quite a bit of detail prior to any communications, actually before any communications go out to your patients. Leading on from that, we make sure that we're there to help post conversion. So it's not just about setting things up, doing the finances, training the team, and that's it, because we understand that it can be a process that takes a few months for us to make sure that you do reach your end goal. So the team are excellent in making sure that again is happening, and making sure that we're on track with numbers, we're on track with the process, we're on track in terms of the motivation with the team, and they understand again the reasons behind it and what they're trying to achieve. So from start to finish, it's a really great process in terms of the support that you get, and that's what we're very much here to do, is be supportive, be informative, be knowledgeable, and make sure that you are in safe hands. If you do want to learn any more, please do get in contact with us. You can do that either by email, phone, or through the website. We've also got a list of our field team members on our website with their specific contact details, so you could always reach out to them directly if you wish. So if you do need the help, you do need the support, we're here to help.